And we are live for some basketball. GM.com. Just updating the subreddit right quick. There we go. Excellent. So, last time we were here, we had just won a championship with Dusan, who is the most epic player that I've ever seen in basketball GM. If we take a look, he's probably still in the top somewhere. No? Did he fall already? Or did he retire? Something we should probably find out real quick. I didn't see him retiring. No. Dusan is still around and kicking. 66 potential. 37 years old. Dude man is lighting it up. 31. Yeah, he just won a championship with us. And he's still putting up crazy numbers. He's the dude! So, where are we? We are at the preseason. So we're ready to jump right into it. I guess we did all of the off-season stuff at the end of the last stream. So let's really quickly check out the roster again. There's player ratings. There's our roster. So, we've got Dusan Djokovic, Tyrone Toulson, Sean Lechner, Ricardo Basile, and Kyle Stair. With some guys coming off the bench, some really, well, at least one really good guy. Levon Tyree, 29 years old, 58 overall, popped 3 at 29 years old. It's pretty good. Picking him up for 2.75 mil. I can deal with that. But can we pick anybody up off of the free agency list? Just to push things up a little bit more. We got a young guy here, 26 years old, Mark Smith. He's only a 46 overall with a 62 potential. He's 26 years old. Maybe he gets some extra pops in there. We've got some room on the bench. Let's pick homeboy up and sign him for 5 seasons. Why not? Oh, it puts you over the... I thought he was signing for the minimum. Oh, you can only sign the recommended contract, which is the minimum. So we're just going to have to sign him for 2 years. That's okay. Then we're ready. Let's just do a quick check. 23-year-old power forward. We're going to release some of these scrubs. Let's get them out of here. Roster's pretty young. Besides Ricardo Basile and Dusan, Kyle Stair's hitting 30, but that's all right. He's costing a lot for a 65 overall, but we're going to deal with it. Deal with it. Okay. We ready. So let's go ahead and start the season off. Up here. Until the playoffs. Here we go. Let's bust out the league leaders tab. And so far, Dusan is still a beast, putting up a 29 PER, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 5.8 assists. Has a 26 PER right now. He's 66 overall. Dude's 37 years old. Legend. Absolute legend. Really lucky to have him on the team. Let's go to the league leaders. Oh my goodness, Sean Lechner is holding it down in the rebound category. Putting up almost an entire rebound per game past the next guy. So that's going to put him in the top. Tyrone Toulson, great free throw shooter. Has always been a great free throw shooter, which is really good. Lechner putting up some numbers in the block category and the steal category. That guy's going to win Defensive Player of the Year, especially considering he's top 5 in player efficiency. Even growing his own estimated wins added score. Let's check out the record. 14-3. Dusan has dropped 10 points in his PER. I didn't think it was going to last, but Sean Lechner seems to be the guy on the team. Obviously, the highest with the stats. Let's auto sort the roster, see if it shakes things up. No, pretty much still the same. Ricardo Basile is putting in 14 points, 35 years old, putting up 14-9, 19 PER. We've got a really good PER distribution on the team here. Basile almost cracking 20. Everybody else is around 20. 24 for Lechner, 23 for Toulson, Djokovic, Mr. Dusan in the 20 range. So that's looking pretty good. 21-7, slowing down a little bit. Hitting some bumps along the way. That's all right. We're going to make it work. We got to get Dusan as many championships as possible before he retires. Because I am going to do... Somebody asked me this on YouTube. They said, are you going to do a Legends of BasketballGM.com video for Dusan? You damn right I am. He's a beast. Where is he? Let's go check him out again. Look at his EWA. 313, and he's still going, and he can continue to go. Maybe if we bust out a championship, he might want to retire. I'm not really sure what the logic is for guys retiring, but he can continue to play. He's a baller. 31-8. We're doing all right. Homeboy off the bench, Levon Tyree, who's the best player coming off the bench, putting in 6 points, 2 rebounds, but it's 5 assists, which is impressive, especially he's coming off the bench and he's second in assists for the team. So fantastic guy, playing 20 minutes per game. So I think he's playing very well. Let's go back to the leaders. Lechner still hanging on to his lead in the rebounds category. Still hanging on to those blocks. Got 3 guys in the top 10 for steals, so it's a very good defensive team, putting that pressure, making sure that those guys drop the ball, so to speak. Toulson, number 1 right now. If we go back to player efficiency, Toulson and Lechner cracking the top 10 in player efficiency. Very good. 41-11, so it looks like we're still building some steam here. We can keep things going. Try to maintain an impressive lead over the next team. I bet we're doing really well in the power rankings. Let's go check out the power rankings real quick. Oh, Tyrone Toulson just got nicked. Herniated disc. That's going to hurt. Check out the power rankings here. Slide it to the right. And we are numero uno. 17 differential. That's striking. The next team is the Blizzards, who actually just jumped up quite a bit. We're not doing that much better than them. We've got a 5-game lead. But the 17-point differential, I think, speaks to the defensive prowess of the team. We're going to keep up the Dusan tab. I'm not going to let that go. Got to keep an eye on that guy. Oh, no. Lechner just lost his lead in the rebound category, but that's all right. We're going for wins here. Maintaining a healthy profit as well. 34 mil so far. We're just over the salary cap with that last signing. Let's bust out the finances. See how we're doing with the finances. We are making the most cash that we have ever made. It's the best season. You can see that since the 2024 season, we've improved significantly every year. Hype has been sustained for quite a long time. We had the most wins ever last season. 77. That was the season Dusan stormed the monuments, took over, pushed us to a championship. 61-15. Beautiful things still happening. We have 7 days left in the season. Let's see if these guys are maintaining their stats. Lechner leading in rebounds right now, leading in blocks. Oh man, we've fallen out of the top 10 for steals, but I imagine the guys are still putting up some decent numbers. They don't show it here on the roster page, but still a good defensive team. Still maintaining our 17-point differential, and the regular season is going to be ending in 2 days. So here we are, 65-17. Good things happening. Good things. Let's go ahead, jump to the playoffs. See what we're doing. We're going up against Miami here. So let's get it cracking. Are we going to get bounced? Or are we going to do the bouncing? So far, so good. Healthy wins against Miami. They were able to steal one from us, but we are going to take the first series 4-1. Now we're going up against the 5th seed Tampa, and they were able to steal one from us as well, but we're coming back strong with some big leads. And Toulson was just injured 5 games, so let's see how that impacts the semifinals. Basile was injured 1 game. Toulson is recovered, and we're still going strong here. Are we going to be able to maintain this? Philadelphia tied it up, but the Monuments defeated them. We are back in the finals for a 2nd year in a row. We're going to go ahead and just stop it right here. Going against the 5th seed San Francisco, Western Conference. We've got a 2-game lead on the series, so we're going to just take this a little bit slower, see what we can do. Defeated the Venture Capitalists 113-79. Healthy wins. That's a strong defensive team, and they're still putting up numbers. Let's see if we can sweep the finals here. Oh, and we lost. Small margin, 92-88. Venture Capitalists taking that game. But we've got some more. Boom! Shakalaka. SirLame. We got it. We did it. Finals MVP. Sean Lechner. Also the Defensive Player of the Year. We knew that was going to happen. Dude is sick. Sean Lechner, first team All-League. Dusan able to get his name. Oh no, Dusan just retired. No, Dusan! Why? He had so many more years ahead of him. 37 years old. Finally retires. I think he's got 8 titles. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting how good he is. Let's go ahead and read the new messages. He's got to be happy. We're pulling in championships. We are making some good money. We're going to head to the drafts. But let's just check out Dusan's career here. Dude is insane. 321 EWA, right on the nose. Able to throw in an extra 11 on his final season. And we can see he was a 9-time MVP, 14-time first team All-League, 7-time finals MVP. He won 8 championships. This was the one where he was not the MVP. 8-time league scoring leader. 5-time league steal leader. Dude was great on the defensive end and the offensive end. Truly amazing. 6-time first team all defense. He was even the Defensive Player of the Year 1 year. Phenomenal. I can't wait to make the Legends of Basketball GM video for this guy. I'm going to make it a little shorter, a little fancier, some videos, cuts in there. Good stuff. Really glad we were able to steal him the last 2 years of his career. So we'll go ahead and head back to the draft, where we are not going to get a good pick. Although we did get a good second round pick from Portland. We'll see what we're able to do with that. Start the draft up. No real good options here. Nothing that stands out, but we've got a Gary Sanders, 21-year-old shooting guard, 42 overall with a 44 potential. Nobody else has a better potential. So we're just going to sign this guy. Who else do we have here? Let's just sign the 19-year-old center. You never know. Maybe one day he could be a sick backup player. And that's really going to be it. So, forward! To re-sign Sean Lechner and Tyrone Toolson and Kyle Stair. Well, these guys are core to the team, so of course we have to keep them on here. Sean Lechner being a monster, and he's going to go for the 5-year deal. 28 years old, 5-year contract, max contract. You know we got to take that. 74 overall. Still makes him one of the best in the league. If we go to player ratings here, I think he's still one of the best. Yeah, I mean, he's the 4th best in the league. So it may seem excessive to be giving a 74 overall a max contract, but if you compare it to the rest of the field, he's one of the best out there. Along with Tyrone Toolson, I've got 2 top 10 players on my team. So they're going to get their max contracts. Good for them. Get that paper. 22 points per game, 4.5 rebounds, 4 assists. We can go with that. And Kyle Stair coming off the bench, 12.7 points, 4.6 rebounds, 6.7 assists off the bench. He's playing 33 minutes per game, but 4 seasons. Tyrone Toolson wants to stick around. That's good as well. Go with Kyle Stair here. He wants $8 million. He's probably going to go into the starting rotation. Kyle Stair. Oh, no, wait. Hold on. He was a starter. I'm getting confused with that other guy. He wants a max contract as well. Or at least max seasons. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. We're gonna keep the crew together. David Ingram. It's an interesting prospect here. 26 years old, 52 overall, 56 potential, 2.4 mil per year. I feel like maybe we can find something a little cheaper. So we're gonna hold off on that. Maybe we'll lose him in free agency, but the guy was putting in 2 points and 1 assist per game. I like guys that come off the bench with double-digit PER, but for 2.4 mil, I don't know, bro. Sorry. So let's check it out. Obviously, we have no money because we have a bunch of max contracts. So we're not going to be able to do anything in free agency unless we make some crazy trades. We're missing Dusan this year, which was still a big player for us. So losing him is going to be big. I'm interested to see player development at the end of this season. Who is this Trent Duplessis dude? 55? I don't remember even seeing him, but that's interesting. So we're going to go past free agency all the way to the preseason, and then from there we're going to be able to see what our talent pool looks like. We're going to see if there's anybody on the free agency list that we can sign for the minimum contract. We've got 15 days left. So let's wait around for that. Player ratings. We're going to see this change in a few days here. So we'll just give it a moment. 4 days left. It probably changed already. 1 day left. There we go. Okay. Sean Lechner, it did not change at all, which is actually very underwhelming. Same with Tyrone Toolson. But there's a new young guy. Two young guys. One with a 92 potential, one with an 84, and they're both 79 overall. So they are the best in the league. They're tied. One from the USA, one from France. Very cool stuff. Well, let's see what's on the free agency list, because I think we have an opening. Ooh, Kyle Vroman. Was this the guy that we just decided not to sign? No. It's a guy from Chicago. Been playing for 3 years. 56 overall, 61 potential. Wants the minimum contract. Nobody wanted to pick this guy up. 24 years old. Wants a 2-year deal. Boom. You were signed. Let's see. Who else? Nothing really interesting. Robert Kelly here, 25 years old, 49 overall, 54 potential. Could he fill out the roster a little bit? I think it's worth checking. I don't think so. I think there's a bunch of guys here that I just want to get rid of, actually. So we're gonna drop them. Drop them like a bad habit. Get out of here. Okay. I like the team composition right now. The starting squad is a little bit older, but we got a young bench. Maybe next season they'll improve. So we're just going to have to roll with that. Can we repeat without Dusan? That's the question. And we are about to answer it. Oh, Dusan, you are the man. Let's get back to the power rankings. Right now, our personnel is rated 13. We were number 1 before. Oh, 5. We're jumping up. We're moving up. Let's check the score. 3-1, 4-1. Still doing good things. Not completely falling apart yet. Still got some really great players on the team. Seven and 2. And we're finally hitting number 1 in the power rankings, and we're number 1 all around. Number 1 in performance. Oh, I said that was personnel. Team or talent. This is the player evaluation. So I guess we were rated pretty high. Our performance is doing well now too. 10 and 2. So this might even be a better season than last time. We didn't make that much more money. Is it going to go a lot higher? We'll see. I mean, I had significant boosts year to year, and this one is just kind of scratching the tip. Revenue bumped up a little bit as well. Good business, and we're slowing down now. 13 and 7, having a little bit of trouble. Let's check out the players. Who's knocking them down? Tyrone Toulson, 20 points per game. Sean Lechner, 20 points per game. It's nice when you see that inside-outside combination, scoring them points. Kyle Stair, 14 points. Ricardo Basile, 36 years old, putting up 15 and 6 rebounds. Who do we have on the bench, and what are they doing? Actually, let's go ahead and auto-sort the roster here. I forgot to do that. Trent Duplessis. Where did this guy come from? Did I draft him? I did draft him. He was the 30th overall pick in the 2031 draft. And he's pretty good. 16 PER? How much is he costing me? For $1 million a year? This guy is solid. Good for Trent. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. He's the point guard on the team, except Kyle Stair, our guard here, is is munishing everyone with 7 assists. I thought Homeboy here was going to be holding it down, but he's only 54 overall. It's a shame that our starters are doing so poorly now. We are second in the power rankings, but let's check out the individual performances. Sean Lechner leading in the rebound category. Kyle Stair is in the top 10 for assists. We've got Matt Stockton. Ooh, a Stockton is leading in the assist category. Lechner is very efficient in his shooting. He's in the top 10 of field goal percentage. Leading in blocks, and he's in the top 10 for steals, so we're probably going to see another defensive player of the year from him. Oh my god. I always forget that I have to... Damn it, all those stats were from last year. Hold up. Gotta delete the... Okay, here we go. Now we have the current stats. And it's even better. Well, except for Lechner in second for the rebounds. But Kyle Stair is top 5 in assists on the league. Matt Stockton's still doing the best. Lechner leading in blocks, and we're kind of falling apart in everything else. Nobody putting up a lot of EWA. Nobody in the top 10 for player efficiency. So there's still a little bit left to be desired from this team. We've got 2 guys with max contracts and some other guys with fairly large contracts. Kyle Stair, almost $9 million a year. Matt Hastings is making $5 million a year, and I'm not really sure why. Well, 8.6 points per game, 6 rebounds coming off the bench. I don't know about $5 million though. That still seems a bit excessive for a 48 overall. But he's putting up some numbers. Can't argue with the results. 45 and 14. That's why I always get nervous with worrying so much about overall and potential and stuff like that. There's a lot of other stats with these players that are really important. It's not necessarily just their overall, but it's so time consuming to go in there and look at their inside scoring, their mid-range, their speed, this, that. I mean, you can compose a team that's full of really fast players that have a certain composition that will maybe guide how your team plays, and they can play off of each other's strengths. So I imagine if you've got really fast guards who handle the ball well and have really good passing, and you've got some front court players that are really good at scoring, then you're going to see a lot of passes, and you're going to see those guys scoring a lot more than the guards, if they don't shoot as well. At least that's what I'm guessing. There was actually a discussion on the subreddit about, how tactics work, and I don't entirely understand it. Should go take a look at the code and see what really matters. Does it make sense to go and dig in to all those individual stats for the players and try to compose a team around those players instead of just looking at overall? Probably a little bit. It probably makes sense a little bit. But you can still have a lot of success just having really strong players at every position, right? I mean, it's how Golden State's trying to do it. Let's just get 90 overall players at every single position and try to take out LeBron. So we didn't really do very well in individual stat categories, although Tyrone Toolson did show up in a couple of places. Sean Lechner still showed up in a couple of places. Kyle Stair still showed up in a couple of places. So those are the 3 core players of the team holding us down. We're still the first overall seed. Number 1 power ranking, best differential at 13 points, with Philadelphia Cheesesteaks coming in next at 11. So not quite the strong team that we were last year, but we've got a good record. So let's get the playoffs started and see what we can do. We're going against Cleveland in the first round, and it could be a sweep. It is a sweep. 4-0. We're going to see what happens in the second series. Still waiting to see what happens with the teams New York and Chicago, and it's going to be New York, the 4th seed, and they're going to take the first game from us. But we're going to get the next 3, in fact, and we're going to close out the series 4-1 to go against Philadelphia, which was the second team in the power rankings. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here, but we're going to take the first 2 games from them. And they're going to take the third game, 86-70. But we're going to take the fourth, and we're going to beat them 4-1. So we are back in the finals. Let's stop it right here. Stop it at the finals. Oh my goodness. But Minneapolis is beating us by 2 games. It's not going to go well for us. I think we're going to have some troubles here. Let's just take it one day at a time. And we managed to beat them 92-74. Blizzard's going down. Let's take one more from them. Matt Hastings was injured for 5 games, and that's probably going to be it. What's up, Ferret? You watching on YouTube? Oh, we're just trying to stack some champs. That's it. Well, we have a huge hole to dig ourselves out of here, and it's not looking good at all. I want to bring up the roster page real quick to see Matt Hastings. Oh, I thought Matt Hastings was a starter for a second. He's homeboy that's coming off the bench, but he's still putting in 8 points and 6 rebounds. 6 rebounds off the bench, I think, is pretty good. So we just lost 6 rebounds a game. And this is probably going to be the ender. And that is, in fact, going to be it. Minneapolis Blizzards taking it away. Logan Corngay, that's a fun name, is going to be the MVP. Jalen Logie is the league MVP with 27.6 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 5.2 assists. Pretty good numbers. Lechner, though, still Defensive Player of the Year. How many of those has he won? Dude has been controlling the defensive awards. 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. When you got a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year on your team, good things are going to happen. Ricardo Basile has retired. He's going into the Hall of Fame. He won 2 championships with us. I think those are his only 2 championships. 2 championships, came to our team, worked so many years with, I guess this is Tampa. TPA? Is that Tampa? Tampa Turtles. Worked so many years with Tampa. Nothing good happened. Came to our team. Won 2 championships in his first 2 years. Third year not working out. But he's going to go into the Hall of Fame with 2 rings. So good for him. Tyrone Toulson, first team, all-league. Sean Lechner, all-defensive, first team. Very good. Good stuff. He's got to be happy. Owner's still happy. If he's happy, we're happy. So we're going to have to take it to the draft and see what happens. Not a really strong draft class. Very weak overalls across the board. Max being Gail Keena, 56 overall, but his potential is 66. So not a whole lot happening there. We're not going to pick up anything special. Kennedy Pegram, 21-year-old point guard, 46 overall, 48 potential. Could be a solid bench player one day. We're going to roll with him. And for our second round pick, just going to draft some scrub. So let's see. Do we want to re-sign anybody here? Levon Tyree wants $11 million a year. And he's putting up 8 points and 6.2 assists in 25 minutes. So he's coming off the bench. He's 30 years old, 55 overall. 11 million is a lot. I'm not really feeling 11 million. And then we have Matt Hastings, who wants 7 million. These guys are getting a little crazy. Mark Smith. I don't think we're going to re-sign any of these guys. I think we're getting to the point that we might have to break everything down and start over. Let's go to free agency. Right, Cha. And we've got 8 million to play around with. Oh my God, Julius Dennis, 23 years old, 67 overall, 95 potential. Put up 20 points, 8.7 rebounds, 21 PER. Could this be the next Dusan? 3 seasons in. Not really an impressive EWA, but to have a strong forward like that. Oh man, this is the point where you make tough decisions. Do we blow things up a little bit to try and get Homeboy on the team? I think so. I think we got to start playing with some numbers here. Kyle Stair, 31 years old, 62 overall, costing me $8 million right now. But even if we clear his contract, we're not going to have enough to sign Homeboy. Oh, we had $49 million in profits last year. It's good shit. So the question becomes, do we trade Toulson or Lechner? Toulson's putting up 22, 4.9, and 4.7. But if we could get another forward on the team, we would be doing some really nasty things. And we still have the distributor, Kyle Stair, 15 points per game, 7.1 assists. What's up, dude? Yeah, the beard's gone. It's gone, but it'll be back with vengeance. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. It's summer. It's too hot to be having a beard outside. Okay, we're going to do it. We're just going to explore options. You know, teams do this all the time. They make some calls. They say, hey, what are you feeling about this guy? Tyrone Toulson, 28 years old, 69 overall, 22 points, 4.9. This is a really, really great player. What do you guys think? You want to make some moves? So here we go. We have a book clearing trade option here with the Montreal Mounties. They're a rebuilding team, and that's why they're not going to give up their first round pick. But I want a first round pick. So, how about you trade this second round pick for a first round pick, and we'll give you the second round pick from Portland. We'll give you our first round pick, and what would make that deal work? How does this sound? Oh, you want Kyle Stair too? Nah, see, bro. I can't. What up, Lizzie? Oh my goodness, people are starting to pour in. Let's see if we can make something good happen. Shake it up a little bit. Nah, you can't have Kyle Stair. I'll give you some more number one. I'll give you some more draft picks. How about that? Can we roll with that? Ooh! We just did it. Now, obviously, they're not going to be as bad as they were last season because we just gave them 22 points per game. Oh, bro, Dusan retired. We managed to win another championship with Dusan, and Dusan decided to go out on top. He came to our team, won 2 championships back-to-back, and he said, I got to go. I got 8 rings. Would have been nice to have 10, right? So you can have one on each finger, but once you got, 8 rings on your fingers, you still need to use your thumbs, I guess, if you want to, like, hold your mocha cappuccino from Starbucks or something. When you got too many rings, I guess it gets a little difficult. So he said, that's fine. I'm good with 8. He did leave as a legend. And we're gonna make a video about him. So we just got a couple of opportunities here. One being signing Julius Dennis here. 23 years old, 67 overall, 95 potential, 20 points per game, 8.7 rebounds. He might have even been on a bad team, and that's probably why he doesn't want to sign with them. So we're going to sign him. 2-season deal. That's fine. We'll go with that. Did you see how fast we forgot about Toulson? We just, I don't even know who that is anymore. We got Dennis. Dennis gonna do it. Okay, so I think we had a little bit more money to play around with, though. We still have about $6 million to mess around with. And we've got some options here. Kenny Cummings. It's a fun name to say. Kenny Cummings. Not a great prospect right now, but 52 overall, 69 potential, 22 years old. I see this as a guy that could take over for Kyle Stair. Kyle Stair is getting a little old. 31 years old. He's going to drop in overall. And we've got 2 front court players. They're going to need somebody to get it inside. So maybe Kenny Cummings is going to be the guy. Yep. You're going to be the guy, Kenny. Oh, should I sign him for 5 seasons, though? That's so expensive. No, I can't afford any other contracts anyway. So we got 1.2 mil left over. Can we pad the roster a little bit? Is there anybody here that's signing for some little morsel? Jacob Mass, 27 years old, 47 overall, 65 potential. The potential is really interesting. The most interesting part for me, though, is the price, which is the league minimum. So we're actually going to sign him for 5 seasons just to see what happens with that potential. You never know. And here is our new team. Now, don't forget, we got an interesting draft pick for next season. I'm really excited to see what happens with that. Maybe we can get another pick, another young player, and immediately we have transformed this team to the point that we could go for another run within the next couple of years. So let's take it all the way to preseason and see what happens with our guys here. We got a lot of young players. We want to see them improve. Dusan Djokovic. Man, this guy is amazing. 321 EWA. What? Who does that? Dusan does it. Dusan is the guy. If anybody's ever asking who does that, you just say Dusan. He's the guy. 39 years old now. Probably doing pretty well on the golf course at the moment. Where are we at? We are at the preseason. Let's check out. Oh, everybody on the team is a failure except for Kyle Vroman, who popped 6 points, and David Bennett, who popped 8 points, which puts him up to 50. He's 23 years old, so he's going to be a really great bench player. But everybody else dropped. These kids are failures. How much money am I spending on where's my finances? Dude, we're not even spending the most in the league. Let's change that. We've been making so much money, and we haven't been investing it. 18.5. I think that'll make us number one in every category. There we go. Come on. It's terrible. Money wasted because money was not invested. All right. Well, we got a new season ahead of us with some interesting new players. Wait, what happened to Homeboy? Oh my God, I'm looking at the old season. Jesus Christ, this is killing me. That like Oh, no I'm not. But why is Tyrone Toolson? Did I not do the trade? What happened? Am I going crazy? Didn't I literally just do a trade to get rid of Tyrone Toolson? And to pick up... What just happened? I thought he said thanks. Okay, I messed up something here. Wait, why is it going to the no, this is the 2033 season. Didn't I just click on the roster page? Roster 2033. But this is the 34 season. Yeah, this is the current. Oh my goodness. I don't know why it's doing that. When you go to the roster page, shouldn't it go to the current season? It's very strange. Not sure what happened there. But we actually had some positive things happen. Look at Kenny Cummings. 23 years old. He popped 7. There's Julius. There's my man right there. Popped 6. 73 over. Okay, so good things are happening. Lechner dropped 4. I was scared for a second, man. I messed something. I was clicking the wrong buttons. I do that. Anyway, let's get the regular season started. Because I'm excited to see what happens here. See, it's got the... Got to change it to the current. Okay, team finances, that's okay. Power rankings, that's okay. And we're going to go to the... Sometimes the buttons get stuck during the simulation. Player ratings. Julius Dennis, 4th best in the league on our team, continuing the tradition of having absolute fucking ballers all over the place. What's up, Alex Noob? I've been keeping up with the rosters you were creating, dude. I'm liking the way that you're doing the whole thing. Catching everything on GitHub is super easy for me. My second computer here just died, so I don't have chat up. Let me see if I can bring chat up in a second window here. Twitch TV / SirLameGame. Do. Okay. We are, oh, my green screen. Killing me. Oh, there we go. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties today, yo. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I can't see chat right now, so fuck my life. Let's take a look at the monuments real quick, though, and see how our new guys are doing. Sean Lechner is still a beast. 17 points, 10 rebounds. Oh, my goodness. Julius Dennis, 25 points, 9.8 rebounds. And Kenny Cummings is not doing quite what I was expecting out of him with 7-point pop, but you got to just roll with it all. And nothing interesting happening on the bench. Jacob Mass throwing up 10 points. Kyle Vroman throwing up 11 points. Oh my goodness, but Jacob Mass has got a 16 PER. Let's do some auto sorting of the rosters here. Oh wow, so that's going to put Kenny Cummings. I like to let the computer auto sort the roster, and I just let the computer handle that whole shit. So Kenny Cummings is actually going to hit the bench. He's coming off the bench. It's fine. Let's see what these guys can do. Jacob Mast moving up to a starting position. Don't know if that's a great idea, but we're 24-11, so we're going to roll with it for a little bit. Oh, that's why it wasn't working. There's an E in lame. So I might be able to have chat up in a second. Hey, there's chat. There we go. And let's check out the league leaders. Sean Lechner, Julius Dennis, top 3 in rebounds. Julius Dennis is also top 5 in points. Kyle Stair, top 10 in assists. So we've got guys making some really strong contributions. Lechner and Dennis, they're going to be like the greatest front court duo of all time. Though Lechner's getting a little old, so that's scaring me a bit. We're going to have to get somebody in here. Yeah, Lizzie, I goofed it up. I goofed it all up. Yeah, I was hitting the wrong buttons there for a little bit. Check out the power rankings. We are not the best team. I thought we had a really... Oh, wow. We went on a pretty strong losing streak there, especially with Kenny Cummings being injured. And now Kyle Vroman. Don't have a whole lot of other players that are strong enough to pick up the load. I'm interested to see what that pick is going to be from the other team. I'm so excited about that. I thought that was a really good trade to dump a bunch of money off of the books to get a very strong young player off the free agency list and to take a first-round pick from a rebuilding team. Could have some amazing things happen. We're going to have to wait and see because Sean Lechner is definitely, he's going to tank next season. He's 30 years old. He already dropped 4 points. I don't see a whole lot of great stuff coming out of him. 23 days left in the regular season. And look at that. Dennis and Lechner are battling each other for the rebound title. Jonathan Ito, though, trying to sneak in the middle there a little bit. Kyle Stair's putting in some work. Top 10 in minutes. Julius Dennis, very efficient player. He's got a 24 PER and also top 5 in EWA on the season. So let's see how he progresses. I'm really interested in seeing that progression. I wanted so badly to pick him up off the free agency list. We had to drop Toulson. I don't even see Toulson in the league leaders anymore. He was putting up a lot of... Oh, there he is. Actually, he's doing very well with Montreal. Let's see how well Montreal is doing, though, because we are going to get a pick from them. Tyrone Toulson is leading the team in points, putting up 26 points per game, but they are not doing well, so we're going to get a great pick. Oh, my goodness. We are going to get such a great pick from the Montreal Mounties. 22 and 53. That was A fantastic trade. He can put up all the numbers he wants. I don't even care. We got a pick. It's going to be a good one. 50 and 27. Where does that put us in the power rankings? That's going to put us number 9, top 10. Not something we're used to. We've been the best for so long. Just the top 10, not the top 5, not the top 3, not numero uno, just the top 10. It's kind of sad. Finishing the season off as the 4th seed. I don't see a lot of great things happening for us, but we had some players who had really great years. Sean Lechner is still a defensive monster. Julius Dennis putting his stamp on the league. Top 10 in points, 2nd in rebounds, only to his teammate. It's fantastic. Kyle Stair, still one of the best passers in the league. So let's take our way through the playoffs as the 4th seed going against Miami. And it looks like, oh wow, there was a lot of drama towards the end of that game. Are we really going to sweep? Oh, no. We're going to lose the game, but we're going to win 4-2 against Miami. To go against the 1st seed New York, who is probably going to stomp us out right now. They're leading by 2 games, and I think we're going to be bounced out. Yep. We have just been bounced out, unfortunately. Sadness, but I'm excited about the draft pick. I didn't think that we were going to have an amazing season this season, but I'm really excited about the draft pick. So, let's see what happens there. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm getting hungry. I think we're gonna have to end the stream in a few minutes here after we find out who our draft pick is going to be. Short stream today, but hunger calls. New York took the crown this year. Sean Lechner, Defensive Player of the Year. Once again, Julius Dennis, 1st team All-League. Lechner and Julius Dennis, 1st team All-Defensive. Sean Lechner was on the All-League 3rd team. So let's see what he has to say. Overall, the owner is happy. It's always good when you don't get fired. And we have moved. We should have had the number 1 pick, but we moved down to 3rd in a very weak draft. Nothing amazing going on here. Let's see what's available to us. Not the best. Not the worst. We get a 59 overall guard forward. We got to go with Eggy Kaya. We're just going to call this person Eggy Kaya. That's their name now. Eggy Kaya. E-G-E space K-A-Y-A. Okay, Eggy. 59 overall, 21 years old. I think that's the best available option here. We have Lee Shackelford, 22 years old, 58 overall, with a 67 potential, but I don't see that working out. He has no abilities. Eggy Kea here. 3-point shooter, passer. We're going to pick him up. Throw him on the roster. Let's see what we can get out of him. Kyle Vroman wants just above the league minimum. Trent Duplessis wants $5 million, and I don't think he understands that he's not going to get it. That's not happening, bro. Even though, well, he's a starter. Put up 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3.6 assists. That's not gonna fly, Wody. You need more of the food, social, whatever. I don't know if I want to do that to myself again. I punish my body enough as is. That was a very stupid stream. All right, let's head into free agency. See if we have any money to play around with. We have none. We have spent too much money. Do we want to play around with anything? Do we want to mess around with some contracts here? I don't think we do. I think we want to hold on to what we've got. So let's just go to the preseason. Check out how our players advance in their skills and their learning. And then we're going to have to cut off the stream there. And we'll find out more. Maybe tomorrow. I'm going to try to put a little bit more time and effort into streaming. I know a lot of the basketball GM guys on the subreddit are enjoying the stream, so I want to keep it going for you guys. Let's check it out. Roster. Here we go. Nothing amazing. We actually saw Julius Dennis drop. Sean Lechner dropped, but not as much as I thought it was going to be. Jacob Mast popped. Kenny Cummings dropped. So Eggy Kaya popped a little bit though, so he's probably going to go into the starting lineup right there. So we've got an interesting starting lineup. Some young guys, some old guys. We're going to see how that takes off on the next stream. But I know, man, I'm sorry. It's such a short stream today. We went on a tirade last time. It was like what, a 3-hour stream or something ridiculous. We got through so much. I had to create a condensed version of the video because I figured nobody's gonna watch 3 hours. But I reduced it down to half an hour, so you can catch the half an hour cut on YouTube of the 3-hour stream. This one's a little bit more manageable. It's about an hour long. So maybe some people check it out, see how Dusan worked out. Team's struggling a little bit right now, but we're going to rebound. We're going to make it work. Great things are going to happen. But for now, I need to go shove some food on my face. So I'll catch you all later. Peace!